Post-race live from the London Aquatic Centre, and what a European Derby it was. It went down to the skins. Energy Standard survives, and Karen, it's just time to really catch your breath. Man, that was as enthusiastic as you could ask for here in this European Derby.
Oh, it really was. It's everything we wanted out of this this match. It was cat and mouse all the way. It came down to the final races. And the crowd absolutely loved it. Sellout crowd. They got exactly what they paid for.
And Energy Standard, once again, they found a way to get the strategy right. They got the MVP of this London Derby, a European Derby as well. And man, Chad Leclos, he really performed here in this match.
He did. I mean, he loves this pool. And this pool loves him. And every time he got in the water, something special happened. There were some superb swims. The 200 fly really stuck out for me, though.
And Chad, what did it mean for you? First of all, the big story here for Energy Standard is that not only are you MVP, but Energy Standard, they get the win.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, like I said last night, it's such an amazing honor to be back here. The crowd was electrifying. Like I said last night, even though they're not supporting us fully, it was just beautiful to walk out and have that atmosphere. Brings back a lot of memories, obviously, from the Olympics. I swam out of lane 5 with that turn of fly, so it was a very special moment for me. And that last turn, I just had to bite down on my tongue and close my eyes, just like I did in London, and got the win. I was very happy.
Take us through the 200 butterfly. We'll take a look at the race, and it was neck and neck down to that final 25, and man, you found a way to get your hand on the wall first.
Yeah, thanks guys. Like I said, it's a special pool. This magic happens here for me. So coming down the last stretch, I knew that I had to dig deep, and I couldn't really believe that I went so far underwater, that last underwater. But I had 4 races tonight, 3 back-to-back within 20 minutes. It was probably the toughest night I've had in a long time, since I was like 16. So it means a lot to have got the win tonight.
When you're going into that final turn, are you ready? Are you telling yourself, right, I've got to get 15 metres, or is it just a case of I'm going to go as far as I can?
Yeah, I think it's a bit of both, because I come into the last turn and I was already preparing myself mentally for the last turn, even before the race, because I knew it was going to come down to that. And I had my eye on the MVP. I'm not going to lie. I knew I had to win tonight to get the MVP. So it was. It's also very important for me to get that. I really wanted to win one of those before the whole ISL finished. So I'm very proud of that. A little bit lucky because Sarah was only half a point behind me. So I think that time, that 100 freestyle, managed to squeak the extra half a point. But phenomenal night all around. And like I said, for me, I like those tough races, where you have to dig down deep.
How much are you looking forward to Vegas after what you've seen so far with the ISL?
Tremendously. It's going to be such a crazy final. Like I said earlier, there's going to be a lot of people taking points off each other, where maybe we come 4th or 5th, but maybe London comes 7th and 8th, and Condors, swapping over with LA Currents. So it's going to come down to the wire. It's going to be a lot more competitive throughout all 4 teams, I think, and may the best team win. It's going to be tight, and everyone's going to have to be on their game, and those 1 points really do matter, as we saw tonight.
Energy Standard, congratulations, Chad, the MVP here at the European Derby, and they found a way to get the win on the team side. And take a look at our match standings here. This is about as tight as it gets. 467.5 points for Energy Standard, 458.5 points for the London Roar. Chad Leclos just talked about how it comes down to the single points that you gain throughout the course of the match, and 9 points, the difference between Energy Standard and the London Roar, and their head coach, James Gibson, joining us. Every time you ripped up the card, you felt like you had the strategy right, and obviously you guys found a way to get the job done this weekend in London.
Yeah, no, we were pretty confident in the strategy. If we didn't have the relay DQ, it would have been sewed up a long time before the final skins. But, what I'm really proud of my guys, the last 2 meets, they've been behind all the way on the second day, and they always come over the top, so they know exactly what they need to do. And as every meet goes by, the education happens, and everyone understands that the meet comes down to the skins. You've got to just keep in there, you've got to fight for those single points. You've got to give the skin swimmers every opportunity to win the meet, and that's exactly what happened again. So I'm really chuffed.
And do you think the swimmers really pick up with the atmosphere here? I know that London were the home team, but there were quite a few British swimmers on the Energy Standard team. Do you really feel that raises the performance?
Well, yeah, absolutely. For the London guys, they really felt it. And, we had a little bit of support. We had a few boos as well. But, that's sport, If you're going to come to someone else's home and you're going to race, yes, I am British. I do have some British swimmers. But this is not, we're not the London team. We're the Paris team. And we want to win. You know, that's sport. You come here to win, and we knew we got a strong team. We know London. We got a lot of respect for London. You know, they've got a very strong team. Rob Woodhouse, the general manager, done a fantastic job with the recruitment process early on, and they're going to add a lot of strength in Vegas. So this team, what they see here, yeah, they might have finished second, but you know, the big win comes in a month's time. You know, and they're going to come all guns blazing, and we know that.
What do you feel like you take away from this meet to maybe build upon as we head towards Las Vegas and the grand finale?
Well, it's just confidence, isn't it? We're the only team unbeaten, but then everything can happen. You know, Vegas is 4 great teams. Not to say there's not 4 great teams here today, but in Vegas there's 4 great teams, so people will take points off each other all the way through. Like today was the lowest scoring match. It was the lowest scoring match out of any match so far because there was no one dominant team. You know, Aqua Centurions and Iron were picking up all the wins. Like Katinka just reeling in the points for Iron, and you know, that's good. In Vegas, it's everyone. It's good. The points will happen for everyone. So I can't wait because I can't tell what's going to happen. We could finish 4th in Vegas, or we could win it. So no one actually knows. So that's the beauty of this format.
Do you think you have to change your tactics then? Are you going to go back to almost to the drawing board and relook at how you work the teams, how you set the relays up? Because obviously the big points have been coming in the relays.
No, exactly. You've got to look at it. That's been my strategy from the word Go Picks. You know, I've targeted the relays, I targeted the skins, and that started 6 months ago with the recruitment process. We knew we needed male freestylers and female freestylers because that's where you win the meet. You know, every other point, because of the double points, because of the triple points, like the skins tonight, it would come down to that second 50 of the skins. If Duncan or Flo go to the last round, London win or Energy Standard win. So it come down to one race, and over what, 4 hours of competition. And 2 days, and that's why it's the same. It was the same last week with LA Current and Cali Condors. Come down to the last 2 races, and it just you know, it's drama, it's excitement, and we don't know what's going to happen. All we've got to do is just hang in there and coach the hell out of the swimmers, and hopefully they can do the job for us.
Well, Coach, congratulations. You guys remain unbeaten, and we look forward to seeing you in a month from now in Las Vegas.
Thanks very much, guys. Thank you.
Energy Standard with a big win. Team Iron. We saw some spectacular performances for them, especially in the skins race. But you talk about the Iron Lady and what she did. She finds a way to win the 400 IM, the 200 IM, and then she finishes off with a grueling 200 butterfly win today.
Yeah, every time we watch Katinka Hoshi swim, we're thinking that she must be tired. She's just done the 400 medley. She's just done 200 back. She's just done this. She must be feeling it. And yet she finds something. And the 200 fly, again for me, just finding something in those closing stages to get a win. Incredible performance over the weekend.
And Katinka, for Team Iron, some spectacular performances today. How much did you enjoy this season in the ISL?
Oh, it has been so much fun, and I'm not gonna lie, we are pretty sad that for us it's over, that we won't be in Vegas, because I feel like we were just coming together as a team. So I'm really looking forward to have a longer season next year, definitely. I think we are really proud for Team Iron to win both skin races tonight. So we were still in the box, and we were kind of like, oh, we want more races, we still want to be involved, and it was definitely very exciting for us.
And is it tough for you, or is it exciting for you being sort of the team leader of Iron as well as having to get in and deliver in the pool?
It has been a bit difficult at the beginning for me because I have many roles in ISL as well as in the team, being the ambassador, being the team owner, being the team captain and the swimmer. So at the beginning, it was hard that I wasn't just focusing on myself. I'm really experienced just going into competitions and just focusing on my own races and my own routine and everything. But here, you know, I threw out my routine out of the window, and I was just, you know, cheering. And then, oh my God, I have to go to my race. And but for the third competition, I think I really started to enjoy even more, and I found energy even when I was really tired, that because of my team, and I'm really was able to push, I think, myself even more when I'm just doing it for myself.
What do you feel like the biggest takeaway will be for you trying to rebuild this team, if you will, for year number 2, and the takeaways of how you guys can work to get to the grand finale at the end?
I think we are actually a pretty strong team. It's unfortunate, obviously, that I think that the European teams are super strong now. So the European Derby was a really strong one. So I think we have to obviously build on it, and maybe we will try to get some of the swimmers from the other teams to come and join Team Iron. I think we had a great atmosphere on the team, and we'll see how the recruiting will go for next season.
Well, looking forward to seeing you in year number 2 of the ISL.
Yeah, thank you.
Katinka Hosu for Team Iron, a spectacular performance for her this weekend. But Karen, when it came down to it, a lot of the fans here in the London Aquatic Centre, they came to see Adam Peaty, and man, did he deliver today in the 100 breaststroke.
Oh, he gave the crowd what they wanted. Obviously, he had to step up for the team and swim a 50 and a 200 breaststroke. Not his favourite event, short course, but the 100 breaststroke. You could feel, just on the poolside, you could feel how important it was, how much he wanted that win, chasing Scazzoli down on those final few metres. Such an important race.
And Adam, you take a look at this meet and the build-up, it seemed like weeks after weeks it was sold out, and the people of London, they just were waiting for their ISL moment, weren't they?
Yeah, and we've obviously got the passion for, this country's got a heritage of loving swimming, we've got a heritage of performing, and what better arena to do it in, the London 2012 Stadium. You're always going to kind of fill it out. You're always going to get that passion from the fans, and I think that's the most important thing over these next few years, that we engage with that, we capitalise on it, and don't let it just fade off.
And I saw you before the 200 breaststroke. The 50 yesterday maybe didn't go to plan. That 200 breaststroke in the red room, headphones on, you were psyched up, ready. I mean, it means a lot to you, these races.
Yeah, I mean, I want to get across the 50, that was kind of my plan. I knew in my head I wasn't going to win it. I know my weaknesses, I know my strengths, and I came here middle of a training block because that's what is needed to obviously build on that in Vegas. And so I cut my losses and goes, right, let's give it a good shot, but give a better shot in the 200. I was built for stamina, I've got the endurance, my training, Mel pushes me to the absolute limit. So I know I can get up there with those guys. It's just a technique difference, which is going to be interesting if I ever try and do it long course. But yeah, I'm loving it. I'm enjoying the 200 for once in my life.
Never thought you'd say that about 200 breaststroke, Adam. But, it's great to know that you can do events like this, and maybe they open the door for other events. I mean, you were in the mixed 4x100 freestyle relay as well. I mean, is this a direction we're going, Adam?
I mean, probably not. I'm pushing my luck there. I'm pushing my luck with a 200, pushing my luck with a completely different stroke. But, I'm glad to obviously, get behind that team. And, we've bonded so well over these last few matches. And I think that's what it's about. That's what sport's about. Initially, and bringing people from different countries together and kind of having this story that, building it through the London Roar, and it's just amazing to be part of it.
And it shows that you actually have to step up for the team and do whatever races are needed.
Exactly. And Mal goes this morning, you're in the 100 free, and I was like, the 4x1 mix. I was like, okay, then I'll do that. That's fine, and off we go. So there's no negativity, there's no negative vibes. We're all here for a job, and that's to perform as best as we can, no matter what event it is. If she says 400 IM, I'll be like, okay then. It's not going to be my strong point, but I'll do it for the team. And, that's a very, very big difference between an individual swimming, say at World Championships or Olympics, to an ISL where it's all about that team kind of effort.
Adam, we're looking forward to seeing you in Las Vegas in a couple of weeks.
I can't wait.
London Roar, one of 4 teams that have advanced, joining the Cali Condors and the LA Current. Of course, the only unbeaten team in the ISL Energy Standard, sitting at the top with 12 points, but London so close today. It went down to the final race. They had actually a 1.5 lead going into the men's skins. And Coach Mel joining us now. And Coach, what do you take away from this European Derby and what you guys can build on as we head towards Las Vegas?
I think I'm really looking forward to having all the team together. We made some choices here and people had to step up. You saw Krill Pagoda in the 50 fly, you saw him in the relay yesterday, you saw Adam in relay. So, that depth in terms of everything, we've got more to add in terms of Vegas. And I think I'm really pleased with the way that everybody's just done the job here. In terms of, for me, I'm incredibly proud of the performance, but I'm really incredibly proud of them as people. They've done an amazing job.
With the teams, and you see this with London Roar, you've got swimmers from all different countries, and somehow have managed to bring Australians and British swimmers together, and you've got the British crowd cheering on Australians in sport that you don't really get to see often. Team spirit's important, isn't it?
Team spirit's everything. You heard the crowd in here tonight and how much that lifts us. In terms of on paper, we maybe shouldn't have got as close to that as Energy Standard in terms of that we did tonight, but that was all through everybody's character and stepping up and the crowd lifting us. So in the sense of that, London was behind us tonight, really.
And as well on the team, there's some of the younger swimmers or less well-known swimmers who've really impressed, like Holly Hibbert today on the 400 freestyle. Perhaps not expected to win, but like you said, stepped up when needed.
Absolutely, Holly's been a really great signing for the London Roar. She competed well in Dallas and then has backed it up again here in London. So we're incredibly proud to have Holly, and then to see her go 3:57 tonight, that was pretty special. And also, as well, that kind of performance will stand us in good stead when we go into Vegas.
Heard you talking to the team a moment ago, preparation for Vegas. What was the biggest takeaway that you were trying to give them as they get set for the grand finale?
I think the big thing for them is travel home well, look after themselves, and sharpen up on the skills and finishes as they go into the last kind of preparation phase. And for me, is in the sense of we need to get better, we need to get higher levels of performance, and we need to rank higher in as many events as we can.
Looking forward to seeing you guys in Las Vegas.
Great.
December 20th and the 21st. It'll be the grand finale, and Karen, I don't think it gets any better than what we're about to see. London Roar, Energy Standard, LA Current, Cali Condors. It's going to be a battle right down to the skins.
It really is. I mean, it's just impossible to call which way the event's going to go, the match is going to go. Those teams have been exceptional in all of the rounds. We're going to see some incredible head-to-heads of some of the greatest swimmers in the world. It's going to be the most exciting swimming event that we've ever seen. And none of the coaches really are able to predict what is going to happen. It's very hard to have a strategy and tactics because it's just going to be exceptionally close.
And I think one of the biggest stories as you talk to the swimmers is that swimmers sound like many of them will be rested, many of them will be shaved, and we're going to see some really spectacular racing.
I think we are. They're taking it seriously. I mean, every match has got more and more seriously. Yes, they're having fun, and happy swimmers are fast swimmers. They're having a good time, but they're not messing around. And in Vegas, these guys are going to be so serious and so ready to race. Mandalay Bay, December 20th, the 21st. That is the grand finale. 4 teams moving on. Energy Standard, the only unbeaten team in the ISL. They're joined with a London Roar, and on the American side, LA Current, Cali Condors. Who will be the first ever world champion in the ISL? We will find out, and we hope you'll join us for the grand finale in Las Vegas, December 20th and the 21st. We'll see you then.